Hare Krishna devotees, welcome to Shloka Day. Today's Shloka is Shloka number 16 of chapter 14. Karmana sukritasyahu
Karmana suhridasyahu
Satvikam nirmalam phalam
Satvigam nirmalam phalam
Rajasastu phalam dukkham
Rajasastu phalam dukkham
Ajnanam tamasaf phalam.
Jnanam tamasa phalam.
Word for word meaning, translation and purport by His Divine Grace. Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Karmanaha,
Karmanaha,
of work. Sukritasya,
Suhridasya,
pious.
pious.
Ahu, is said.
It is said.
Satvikam,
Satvigam,
in the mode of goodness.
in the mode of goodness.
Nirmalam,
Nirmalam,
purified.
purified.
Phalam,
Alam,
the result.
the result.
The rajasaha,
Rajasaha,
of the mode of passion.
of the mode of passion.
Two,
But
phalam,
Alam,
the result.
the result.
Dukkham,
Dukkham,
misery.
misery.
Ajnanam,
Ajnanam,
nonsense.
nonsense.
Tamasaha,
Tamasaha,
of the mode of ignorance.
of the mode of ignorance.
Phalam,
Alam,
the result.
the result.
Translation. The result of pious action is pure
The result of the pious action is pure
and is said to be
and is said to be
in the mode of goodness.
in the mode of goodness.
But action done in the mode of passion
But action done in the mode of passion,
results in misery.
result is misery.
An action performed in the mode of ignorance
An action performed in the mode of ignorance
results in foolishness.
result in foolishness.
So we're in the section about the effects of the three gunas on how they condition us. In the sense, the gunas are training you to be a particular way. So the choice is either we can conquer the gunas or the gunas will conquer you. We can only conquer the gunas later on, as the Lord will say, if we surrender to Him. Otherwise, we are going to be conquered by the gunas. So last week in the two shlokas, we read about the long-term effect of the gunas, which is after death, what happens? In Sattva Gun, you'll go to the upper planetary systems. In Raja Gun, you'll come back and take birth again because you have so many desires you want to fulfill. And then in Tamo Gun, you will go to lower planetary systems or even animal life. So in this particular shloka, the Lord is talking about the immediate medium-term effect, in the sense, how does it condition you? So to this particular shloka, Prabhupada has written a very detailed purport, which we will read. The result of pious activities in the mode of goodness is pure. Therefore, the sages who are free from all illusion are situated in happiness. So that means the results are pure, therefore you're happy. You seem to know quite a bit when it comes to spiritual knowledge. But activities in the mode of passion are simply miserable because they just force you to work harder and harder and harder. Any activity for material happiness is bound to be defeated. If, for example, one wants to have a skyscraper, so much human misery has to be undergone before a big skyscraper can be built. This is all Rajagun. The financier has to take much trouble to earn a mass of wealth, and those who are slaving to construct the building have to render physical toil. The miseries are there. Thus, Bhagavad Gita says that in any activity performed under the spell of the mode of passion, there is definitely great misery. There may be a little so-called mental happiness. I have this house or this money, but this is not actual happiness. As far as the mode of ignorance is concerned, the performer is without knowledge, and therefore all his activities result in present misery, and afterwards he will go on toward animal life. Animal life is always miserable. Although under the spell of the illusory energy Maya, the animals do not understand this. Slaughtering poor animals is also due to the mode of ignorance. The animal killers do not know that in the future the animal will have a body suitable to kill them. So Prabhupada is simply explaining the laws of nature. If we kill and consume the flesh of animals, in the future you have to take the body of an animal and you will also get killed so somebody else can enjoy your flesh. That is the law of nature. In human society, if one kills a man, he has to be hanged. That is the law of the state. Because of ignorance, people do not perceive that there is a complete state controlled by the Supreme Lord. Every living creature is a son of the Supreme Lord. And he does not tolerate even an ant's being killed. One has to pay for it. So indulgence in animal killing for the taste of the tongue is the grossest kind of ignorance. A human being has no need to kill animals because God has supplied so many nice things. And this is continuation of Prabhupada's purpose. If one indulges in meat eating anyway, it is to be understood that he is acting in ignorance and is making his future very dark. Of all kinds of animal killing, the killing of cows is most vicious because the cow gives us all kinds of pleasure by supplying milk. Cow slaughter is an act of the grossest type of ignorance. In the Vedic literature, Rig Veda 9.46.4, the words Gobihi Prinita Matsaram indicate that one who, being fully satisfied by milk, is desirous of killing the cow is in the grossest ignorance. There is also a prayer in the Vedic literature that states, Namo Brahmanya Devaya Go Brahmana Hitaya Cha Jagadhitaya Krishnaya Govindaya Namo Namah. This is a verse that we recite when we offer bhoga to the Lord. My Lord, you are the well-wisher of the cows and the brahmanas, and you are the well-wisher of the entire human society and world. It's from the Vishnu Purana 1.19.65. The purport is that special mention is given in that prayer for the protection of the cows and the brahmanas. Brahmanas are the symbol of spiritual education, and cows are the symbol of the most valuable food. These two living creatures, the brahmanas and the cows, must be given all protection. That is real advancement of civilization. In modern human society, spiritual knowledge is neglected and cow killing is encouraged. It is to be understood then that human society is advancing in the wrong direction and is clearing the path to its own condemnation. A civilization which guides the citizens to become animals in their next lives is certainly not a human civilization. So you see, Prabhupada is explaining beautifully. If the government does not stop certain activities, then the government is equally culpable or responsible for the degradation not only of society right now, but also in the future. Our Shastras say that the king has to take 1/6 of the karma of his citizens. whatever they do, the king gets a portion of it. Of course, now we don't have monarchy anymore in many countries. We have what is called representative democracy, where we elect people. Therefore, even they have to suffer the consequences of not stopping animal killing, specifically not stopping cow killing. So if the government itself is allowing its citizens to do certain activities, knowing fully well that those citizens are going to experience hell in their next lives, then what kind of government is that? The present human civilization is, of course, grossly misled by the modes of passion and ignorance. It is a very dangerous age, and all nations should take care to provide the easiest process, Krishna consciousness, to save humanity from the greatest danger. So, I also have a short commentary by His Grace Chaitanya Charan Prabhu that the outcome of wrong actions are not only external, it is also internal. The outcome of an action is determined not just by what comes out, but also by what goes in. Suppose someone does some wrong action, such as gambling, and they get away with it. They don't lose much money. Maybe they even gain some money. They may think that nothing went wrong and the outcome was not bad. However, the outcome is not just external in terms of the external consequences, it's also internal in terms of the impression that is created within. So, every activity that we do creates impressions in our mind. So, when there are so many material impressions on the mind, that is why our acharyas are saying you should chant every day the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, you should read the Bhagavad Gita every day, you should do some seva to the Lord every day, worship the Lord every day, because these create spiritual impressions on the mind. So each time a person gambles, an impression is formed within their mind, which will impel them to gamble again and again until it becomes a compulsive and destructive behavior in terms of time and money. So you may think, oh wow, gambling, I've done it once and I've succeeded, and why not do it again? So that slowly you become addicted to gambling without even you knowing it. This is how addiction actually happens. So here the Lord is indicating the short term results of being under the influence of the three gunas. The long term results we've already heard, which is which planets we are going to go to or which species we are going to go to, depending under which guna we are under the influence of. So these gunas, that is why Krishna is spending so much time talking about gunas and very less time talking about karma actually. Karma in terms of activities Krishna talks about, but karma in terms of reactions, Krishna spends just one or two shlokas on the impact and the results. So you can understand why understanding Sattvagun, Rajagun, and Tamagun and how they influence us and how they control us is so important. So much so, one entire chapter is dedicated to it. And then again, Krishna will come back in the 17th chapter to talk about these three gunas again.
If you like our videos, please subscribe to our channel and turn on the bell notification. If you'd like to join our classes every day, please check the details in the description section of this video. We look forward to serving you.